generation, they will tell Shakorokoro, come, if you let me verse, I know they come this church again. We are in a generation, as you tell people leave this position in the church, they get angry. The way they function before, they will not function again. The blessing from the soul of a father can never come to you. You must understand, sometimes if you understand what it means to be a father, sometimes your father can test you unknowingly to you, to check whether your sonship is a faithful sonship or is a pretending what sonship. There are things you may do, child of God. I expect many of you, if you are Esau, you will tell your father, Father, if you does not want to bless me, leave the what? The blessing. But this man obey, carry the bows and what? An arrow. Did you know that inside the church, as I am celebrating, there are people that will not be happy to their spiritual father? Celebration, birthday. Just say, see, Papa, Sansity arrange birthday. God go help us, so God go help us. See arrangement. See arrangement. They disturb us for money. Can I tell you the truth? If you talk about giving, this church, if I remember, what you will give, I stand, quote me anywhere. You can ask me as a question. What you will give, the full church, what you will give for like 5 years, I will give it for 6 months. Quote me anywhere. If you quote me, I will be telling you the way I give, but I will not mention names. Did you know I place people naturally? There are people I place, I pay their house rent, flat, self-contained, some 2-bedroom, constantly. There are people I place on school fees, university, some polytechnic, some college of education, some secondary school, some primary school. As I am saying it, I don't expect you to now have school fees to pay. You are not a wise son. Do you know why you are not a wise son? In Matthew chapter 10, he said your father will bless you with spiritual thing. You will not bless him back with what? With physical thing. Anytime you always collect from your father, you will never grow. The best way to grow is to give to your what? To your spiritual father. It does not mean your father cannot bless you. Let him bless you from his word, from his heart. That is what I mean, the soul. And this man said, Isaac said to the son, he said, go to the bush. Let many people will obey. Let me give an instruction. Take note. If you have ever hunted before, you will know that to see deer is very, very difficult. You can easily see antelope, but deer. You can easily see rabbit. You can easily see grass cutter, but deer. Some of you that go to market, you can go to market on 6 months, you will not see deer in the market. Deer is so sensitive to noise, sensitive to sound. It is hard to kill. This was the task that a father gave to the son. This was the task that the father gave to the son. If you want to enjoy the blessing, I have up to like 20, but I will give you few. I'll still give you later. If you want to enjoy the blessing from your spiritual father, from the soul, number one thing you must do, you must follow your spiritual father with patience. If you don't follow, if it is not patient, a son that you love, a son that has been treating you well, and can I shock you? As I read Bible commentary, I discovered that Esau has so many meat at home. There was grass cutter, there was antelope at home, he killed. As I read Bible commentary to do some study, but the father said, I don't want antelope, I don't want grass cutter, If you are not patient, you can react. Daddy, wait till I do you. Daddy, wait till I do you.
Number two, the blessing from your spiritual father that comes from his soul. You must follow your spirit.
Know anything, but he knows everything.
When you begin to
Prove to your spiritual father that you know something, you will never grow as a son.
you appear before him as if you don't know anything. Anything he says is what is right. Anything he says is what is
correct. You are a girl. Bringing a name to your spiritual father, assume you don't know anything, if you see anything. Trying to start a business, even when you have seen anything, before your spiritual father, pretend as if you have not seen what? Anything. Still ask him, Daddy, what is the mind of God? Anything you say is what I will what? What I will do. Just tell me, Daddy, anything. Tell me. As he speak, ask him further, Daddy, is it the mind of what? Of God? Because he can see the future better than as you can see. He knows the future better than as you know. Some of you here now, I can tell you your future more better, but you don't know. Let me shock you. Let me show you something. For example now, let me show you something. Now, Sister Sarah, for example, does not know why I said get married to your husband. It is she did not know, Tina, but I did not tell her. But I will tell her now as I preach. As I table her matter before God, after some little issue, I saw this church was not here but very big. Very big and massive. And that's those that are leaving, let them go, but they will still come back. But it will be too what? Too late. That time, they were in the front before. Where will they be? At the back. Can I tell you the truth? Some relationship that you should never break. There are relationships you should maintain all through lifetime. Because those persons, you see them, they are going somewhere. Because if you don't flow along with them, very soon you may not have access to them. Have you not seen when some persons will tell you, I know the governor, I know so great man of God, then we are eating together, but what about now? They could not maintain that relationship. I met a pastor that told me, he said, this man you call your father in the Lord, then if he come to this town, he comes to my house, I carry him round. I said, sir, are you sure? I said, but look at your life now. Look at this man. As I'm talking to you now, he does not have car again. You know, if my father in the Lord said he want to dash people 50 cars, he cannot take in anything, 50 cars. Assuming he has kept that relationship, what would have happened? He would have been enjoying from him. Apart from, you know, let me tell you the truth. Let me tell you why. There are people you should not let them live your life. Everybody must not give you money. Take note of that. There are people you will meet, they will give you connection. And that connection will give you what is more than what? Money. Get this thing right. It's not everybody that will give you money. Now, there are people, they don't give money, but they have what is more than money, connection. There are people, they may not give you money, but they have what we call contacts. They can say, there is somebody I want you to pray for. Pray for that person alone. Your life is already what? Settled. They can say, there is somebody number we give you. Call the person, we help you for job. Only calling that person, your life is settled. Because the person person that is recommending you is not an ordinary person. Some years ago, when my younger brother was about to travel out, the man I met, the man told me, he said in the embassy, he said, my client, they don't go for interview, they give them welcome visa. They appear, if it is my client, if it is for me, they tell them you are welcome, they hand over visa to them. People like that, they may not give you what? Money, but they have what? A good contact. Can I pray for you? Anyone that you have left that you are not supposed to leave, as a result of you not sensitive spiritually, as a result of you not seeing the future very well,
if I hear your amen, I call them back to your life. If I hear your amen, I renew the relationship.
Is in life, don't say you. Amos 3 verse 3, Matthew 18 verse 18 to 19. He said, if two shall agree in touching anything, child of God, if you have some, you know, two head, they said is better than what? One. But sorry to say, a head, there are 7 things that one head is better than. 7 big. Why one better head is better than the 7? I prayed for you.
If I hear your amen louder, if I hear your amen louder, the grace for you to patiently follow grace, may that grace rest on you. May that grace rest on you. May that power 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 rest on you. Can I hear the amen louder?
Number 3. Number 3.
Number 13, you must do to enjoy the blessing
that comes from the source of your spiritual father. You must kill what we call excuse. Presence of your spiritual father. Can I tell you the truth? In life, anything you don't want to do, you have an excuse for it. I'm telling you the truth. Anything you don't want to do, you have an excuse. You know by yourself. Some of you give me excuse, I'll be looking at you, I'll shake my head. You think I agree with you, but I want to leave you with your conscience. You think I know. Some of you don't know I know things, but sometimes I will be quiet, I'll be looking at you. When you start giving excuse to your spiritual father, this is the reason why I could not, this is the reason why I could not, this is the reason why I could not come to church, this do this one, this is the reason. You must kill excuse. Avoid every miss of what? Excuses. Avoid it. Nobody has time. Write it down. All we do, we create what? Time. Nobody has it. You only create it. How do you create it? And that's why I told you, the planning, there is also time planning. Not the time planning that plan all those are so. Time planning. Okay, planning time. Let me use it like that. Because I use time planning, and some of you is thinking those that move around with their car. No. Okay, let me say planning time. You plan your time. By this time, where will I be? So time, where will I be? So time, I'll be in the church. You just arrange the time by yourself. And if you pursue it, you meet the target, you hit them, you'll be able to complete.
Now,
If you start giving excuses, can I shock you? If they say pay some certain things in the church, if you want to give excuse, you have many excuses to give. Everybody here, including me, you have many excuses. Let me tell you why you have many excuses. Now, if you're a man, you say my children's school fees. If you're a man, you say my house rent. If you're a man, you just look, you say light bill. If you're a man, you just manufacture. It can be one small malaria for sickness. You see, there is something. If you want to work on excuse before your spiritual father, avoid what? Excuses. You see, that is why it's not really my fault. That is why. Okay, that I know. I am telling some of you that I used to it. I know. I'm just looking at you. I'm just looking at you. Be giving it. I'm looking at you. No problem. Just continue. Continue. I'll just be looking. I know. But can I tell you the truth? Salvation is not by force. Salvation is a personal thing. When they begin to force you to serve God, that kind of relationship does not produce. David said, I am glad when they say, let us what? Go. There should be one joy. There should, and that's why. Are you not surprised if I pick mic, it's hard for me to drop mic? Are you not surprised? We just started teaching. I've been teaching on only one thing, only one point. After lesson, there is a joy I draw.
You must kill excuses.
Number 4, how to enjoy the blessing. Number 4.
Number 4, how can you enjoy the blessing that comes from the soul of your spiritual father? Always do,
not some, always. What make the soul of your spiritual father happy? He says, so that my soul will be pleased. There is something that you know if you do, I go be happy. There is something that you know you will do, I will not be happy. Just do it. Anytime you do it, as I see you, I say, oh, don't worry. Even if I did not lay hand on, has already blessed you. There are some of you, I don't sleep in your matter, but you don't know. My soul cannot sleep. Can I tell you the truth? Take note. Your body can sleep, but your soul does not what? It does not sleep. Your body can sleep. That's I said, some of you, my body sleep, but some of you, my soul does not sleep. I capture things. That's why some of you, I can tell you, I saw so thing for you. I prayed for you. The grace. If you are here, you said I am your father. You don't know what will make me happy. You are not a son. You are not a daughter. Number 1 thing I hate. If you do it, I mark you. I hate lies. No matter what you will do, as I ask you, tell me what? The truth. Can I tell you, as you tell me the truth, I love you more. If you have lied for me, I discover the percentage of trust and love I have for you, it will drop. Do you know why it will drop? I'm so much scared of you. Literally, there are 3 people they say you can't lie to. Number 1, they say your doctor. Because sometimes it is the prescription you give to the doctor that the doctor used to treat you. 2 persons you can't lie for is your lawyer. Because your lawyer will ask you question, tell me about it, let me know how to fight the case. Number 3 person is your pastor, your spiritual father. If you are here, if there is one thing you should know about Apostle John Jimo, that is, I can say 99%, I keep secret very well. Am I saying the truth? If you hear it, you know you said it. Mama is the one there. Sometimes I don't tell her. Sometimes she may ask, I'll say, concern you, this one is my ministry. Sometimes she will ask, I'll say, now my ministry, relax. Now me go call for you. The one that concerns her will tell you. Sometimes she's surprised. Sometimes just say, I'm going out, I'm going to say, what do you want to go? I say, leave that one. Even my daughter now is not used to it. As I'm about to leave, Daddy, where are you going to? I'm going out. What are you going to do? I say, keep quiet. I'm going out is enough for you.
Child of God, what am I actually saying?
You should not tease up as he please me naturally. Even if I don't pray, the blessing comes from what? From the heart. As some of you observe, anytime you do something for me that make me very happy, you get blessing naturally. Check it. You just see me, I'll be very happy. Check it, many of you. Even if I don't pray, just if that joy is there, watch. The blessing just come from nowhere. I prayed for you. That grace that will help you to maintain this. If I hear your amen, may the grace rest on you. Child of God, the question here, I told you that the Father said, prepared me what? A meal. I will still tell you some of the blessing, some of the things you will do that will make the blessing. But let me tell you some of the blessing because of time. Child of God, I told you, I asked myself a question. You are supposed to be skeptical about it. How can a father say the son should prepare him what? A meat. And not just an ordinary meat, a deer. If it is some of you, the way you will question. Now, we have an anniversary coming up. You see, did I say anything about it? No, I have not said anything. I said I want people to do it as they are led. Or Sunday. That day, people will be doing it that day. Those that will not come to church, I will call them. It's not by force. So, do you know why? This is not Apostle Jimona. This is the work of what? Of God. It should be what everybody should have in what? In mind. I will still tell you this word later, but write what I want to say. The best time to give, to be blessed, is when you are in need. Write that word, that it will help you. The best time to give, to be blessed, is when you are in need. You have need, but something is telling you to what? To give and leave your need. That is the best time. As you give, it break you forth. Take note. Anything that is painful you give, you had grown that thing. You had grown that thing. You become a natural possessor of that thing. Anything you cannot give, you are a slave to that thing. You see, let me break it down. What do I mean? If you now start giving 100 naira as an offering, what happened naturally in the realm of the spirit? You had grown what? That level. It become natural thing. You don't struggle to do it again. I'm the one telling you, watch. But when it is not hard, you say 100 naira. Naturally, let me teach you principle, but it's not by force. It's by choice. Every year, always add to your giving level, so that your blessing dimension will be what? Increasing. Every year. Your offering of last year should not be the same offering as this year. It should not be the same. Your seed of faith of last year should not be the same as this year. There are things, as you are grown it, you believe it. Some of you now, whether you don't have money, pure water is never your challenge to drink again. Am I saying the truth? Yes. You have taken a step, you have outgrown it. I prayed for you. If I hear your amen ladder, the grace that will make you to be able to maintain this relationship, if I hear your amen, may that grace rest on you. He said, prepared me so that my soul, not my mouth, my soul will be pleased to what? To bless you. My soul will be pleased to bless you. The question here, let us look at the soul before we now look at the blessing from a spiritual father that comes from the soul. Let us have insight about what soul is all about. We just look at there are things you must do. If time permits us, we just look at the venison. If time permits us, we look at blessing. But we all know what blessing is naturally. But let us look at what the soul is. Number one, the soul is the driver of your body. The soul is the driver of your body. The father Isaac was saying, I want my body to drive me to blessing. But prepared me. The only thing that can drive me to that realm of blessing, carried me there so that I can pour this blessing is to prepare something so that my soul can drive me there. And that is why, watch, anytime anything happen to your soul, naturally it begin to affect your what? Your body. I prayed for you. If I hear your amen louder, the grace that God will help you to keep your soul in a state of happiness continually. If I hear your amen, may that grace rest on you. 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 In theology, they taught us that man is a spirit. You are a spirit. In theology, write it down. Let me give you the analysis. In theology, they said the man is a spirit. He lives in a body, and he has what? A soul. That is the analysis. You are not an ordinary being until you begin to understand that there is another nature that is spiritual inside you. There are some dimensions you cannot communicate, have access to God until you begin to have that understanding. Because now, don't forget, in John chapter 4 verse 24, he said God is looking for worshiper that must worship him in spirit and in what? In truth. You see, which mean until that dimension, you understand that dimension that you are a spirit, there are some dimension of worship you cannot offer to God until you get to that level. I am a spirit, but I have a body. I live in a body, but I have what? A soul. It is the soul that is the life of the body. Number 3, the soul is the life of the body. And that is why, if you remember what the servant of God said, he said, I'm not scared of that can kill my body, kill my flesh, but I'm really scared to that can kill my body and also kill my what? My soul. I prayed for you. If I hear your amen louder, the grace that will help you to keep your soul in a good condition, may that grace rest on you. Basically, take note, basically, soul speaks of your mind. Soul speaks of your mind, basically. Basically also, soul speaks of your emotion. And that's why, please, in that your emotion, take note of that. Your soul is the powerhouse of your life. If there is any area you should guide very well, you should guide your soul. Basically also, your soul speaks of your feeling. It speaks of your feeling. Take note. What is your mind? Your mind is your meta faculty. Permit me, your mind is your meta faculty. Your mind is your meta equipment. Take note, child of God. Take note of what I want to say very fast. If there is anything you should develop in your life that will help your future very well, you know, some of you, what you are supposed to develop, you are not developing it. Some of you end up developing your flesh. You will rub cream. The best place to develop is to develop your what? Your mind. Is to develop your mind to the point that there are things that will come, you don't believe it can happen to you. One of the biggest problems we have in Africa is one problem. Which problem? We don't develop our what? Our mind. But to cut it short for some of you, we don't develop our brain. The best work you can ever do that will make you so prosperous is not hard work. It's brain what? Brain work. How many of you, sometimes you just sit down, you think, sometimes you read books, sometimes you do research. If you do brain work, you will work a little physically, you get more what? More results. Do a lot of brain work. Do a lot of brain work. Do a lot of things. Let your brain work as never been. Can I shock you? Most of the time, I am not an engineer. But if I appear before engineer, I begin to correct them. I tell them the work you did is wrong. You are not supposed to do it. But it's not my work. Do you know why I know it better than them? They only work. They don't apply their what? Their brain. Some of you are like that also. Sometimes when you meet engineers that are working for you in different areas, you will be the one to be correcting them. You say, engineer, you're not supposed to. Do you know why? They're only just working. Using hard work without adding what? Their mental work to it. I prayed for you. If I hear your amen like that, the grace for your brain to work and your brain to work effectively and produce result on you, make that grace rest on you. Because of time, let us look at some of the blessing from a spiritual father from the soul. Some of the blessing or example of the blessing from a spiritual father from the soul. Let us look at them very fast and very quick. I like this blessing. Before I tell you the blessing one after the other, look, I told you what you must do. If you don't do it, this kind of blessing cannot come. I will still tell you more, you will still do. Your father can bless you and say you will travel, you come back safely. It's different from the blessing of what? Of the soul. That is the blessing from the mouth. You can say, Father, bless me. He can say you will get a job. It's different from the blessing from the soul. You can meet him and say, Father, he will say you will graduate successfully. That is a blessing from the mouth. But it's not the blessing from the soul. Let us look at some of the blessing of the soul. Number one blessing of the soul from your spiritual father. But don't forget, I told you things you must do to enjoy this blessing. It's in Genesis 27 verse 29. 29a. Genesis 27 verse 29a. The Lord Isaac said to Esau, he said, people, we serve you. That is the first blessing. He said, let people serve the first blessing that come from your spiritual father's soul. When you give him the venison to eat, is that people will be your what? Your servant. People will just be, you don't force them to be your servant. They don't have choice, they will serve you. You don't beg them to serve you. You don't force them. This is prophetic. They just come under you and begin to serve you, whether they like it or what or not. This is the first. This kind of blessing does not come from the mouth. It only comes from the soul after the father has enjoyed what we call what? Venison. I told you what it's all about. Number two blessing. The same scripture. Genesis 27 verse 29b. Number two blessing. He said, people shall serve thee and nations shall bow before thee. Number two blessing. Nation will honor you. That is a two blessing. You enjoy honor from nation. Put it like that. You enjoy honor from nation. Automatically, if the blessing from the soul comes, it grants you access to enter nation, because nation cannot honor you until you what? You enter. Psalm 105 verse 13. It says they move from nation to what? To nation. You just enjoy usual honor. As you enter some nation, people begin to honor you. Unusual honor you don't deserve, people bow to serve you. Unusual one you don't deserve. Let me use my father in the Lord now. Any nation my father in the Lord enter, you see president of that nation, give him honor. Anywhere he enter, you see honor. It's a service to a spiritual father. Recently Baba was doing birthday, I believe almost the same month with me or last one. He carried a wonderful gift, pack everything, both in seed, in material, and went there. Some of you, if you are the one, you will not carry anything. Do you know why? You don't understand how to serve a spiritual father. My father in the Lord was doing program. He invited him. Some certain thing happened. After a while broadcast, he did not come. But he still carried everything. If some of you invite me for your marriage, invite me. Papa, no, I know they come that church again. They do bury, I invite Papa. I need to go church where the pastor value me. Not be church. The first question you ask is to call the pastor. Why is it that you did not come? A woman got angry in this commission. She did burial. It was the same day she was doing burial. Mr. Sheriff was doing his wedding. You should understand that in the history, in the church doctrine of celebration, we honor marriage more than burial. What is burial? I don't like burial. Sorry to say, it was a pastor that provoked me to learn how to conduct burial. I said I will never learn how to conduct burial because I don't like it. But marriage, I'm good in that area. I have to kiss all the kiss, I have to hold the hand. I know how to do all of them. Even without reading the book, I can do it. But burial, I hate it. I never wanted to learn. I was even thinking I will teach my pastors. So that he just appeared that I was going to conduct a burial. But what got me angry was somebody I invited. People were mourning. I told the man of God, I said, you come and help me. I don't like that area. He said, you know, you need to tell them they should arrange an envelope. I said, where people are crying? He said, you still need to let them know they need to arrange one. They are supposed to cook. I said, sir, you are not supposed to tell me by envelope. Me on my own, without the people, I know I will give you something. I can't tell them. I will honor you with that on my own. Coming from a non-church. After I cut the call, you know, some of you pretend too much. After I called the call, Mama saw my mood. Mama saw my heart. I was boiling. He said, what is that? I said, somebody just said what I don't like. Where people are crying, he said, I should tell them to arrange cooler. Where people are crying, he said, I should tell them to arrange envelope, arrange wine. I said, which one Greece is worrying this man of God? Which one guy is this? He said, okay, overlook. I said, no, I don't fit. I said, I don't fit. He said, allow him to come. I said, I don't fit. If he did hear me and he stand, I'm not going to be happy. I'm not going to pretend. I called him. I said, sir, don't be angry. That word you just said, I don't like it. You are a man of God. People are crying. You said they should arrange rice, arrange envelope, arrange drink. He not even cite an example. He said, you know, in Anglican, they bring it first. They bring it first in Anglican before the man of God will come. You have to teach them some of all these things, though. They should know all these things on time. I said, sir, thank you. I don't need you again. Don't come. That was what got me angry. I went on my own. I have the book. I learned it. The day the man was calling me, I did not pick his call again. Because, child of God, what am I actually trying to say? If you want to look at some certain things and follow, you will make a mistake. Despite all this, my father in the Lord still went, carried a lot of gifts. I was telling you about a member. The member got angry because something. Stand up. He was doing wedding that particular day. As he was doing wedding, we were coming from somewhere. Somebody intrude something. Just permit me to use somebody. As I was going, I have to quickly call somebody. I say, quickly make sure you block that place. Somebody has intruded so thing that I heard somebody to do. He did his wedding in Auchi. As we got to Auchi, I have to quickly make sure I rush down. You know, the Auchi, Ekpoma Auchi road is not a certain road. Majorly that Ewu slope. That Ewu slope was something else. We have to go and follow inside Ewu. And as you are driving, you are praying. You see motor. You will see people that have motor, not car, motor. As they put it on in hold up, before they should say they want to start again, the motor has come back. You hit your own. Can you complain when everybody is playing home? I have to make sure I give some distance. Child of God, as we were coming, I told somebody, I said, please go there and represent me. I need to quickly pursue this thing for somebody because I don't want any issue. This person trusted me. That is why this person said I can do it for the person. That was all. The person got angry. I was looking, I have to send message, send somebody there. The person said, he invited me, arrange school, everything. I said, are you that hear from me? You know my pain. Somebody close to me, I sent to go and represent me. The woman told the person, look at cooler. The person said, now I come. This is life. Open your tongue and let me pray for you. Anyone close to you that is envious of you unknowingly to you, that is not happy with you, killing you, but is close to you, before this service come to an end, if your aim is sound like that, they will be exposed away from your life. If your aim is sound like that, I separate them from your life. I separate them from your life. Anyone spoiling your name that is close to you, anyone spoiling your name that is close to you, anyone speaking evil concerning you that is close to you, anyone spoiling your name before your helpers, anyone separating good people away from your life that is close to you, as I hear your amen, I expose them. I separate you from them. I expose them. I separate you from them. I expose them. Anyone close to you that is not happy with your progress, you are progressing, they are not happy. You lay the foundation, they are not happy. You are building house, they are not happy. You bought a car, they are not happy. You are giving money, they are not happy. But they are close to you. They are killing you. They are spoiling your name. Unknowingly to you. If your aim is salad, I separate you from there. 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 Holyghost, 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 Holyghost. Sit down. I felt it. I called the woman. I felt it for the woman because the woman said they arranged a very big cooler. I felt it for her. I said, sorry, I'm very sorry. Understand something. If you know, if I can't beg anybody, not telling somebody sorry, please let everything go. It is a sign of you have the spirit of what? Pride. Saying sorry, let everything. Does it take anything away from you? I can't tell anybody. I can't. Even a small baby, I can say sorry. It does not take anything. It's a sign that you are just trying to feel remorse and you have humbled your word yourself. And don't forget, until you begin to behave like a little child, you can never make the kingdom of word of God. When Jesus was trying to tell his disciples, he said, until you be like these little children. If you see a little child now, come to the house. As you knock in the house, tell your daughter or your son, tell the person, I am not at home. If you get there, do you know what do you say? My mommy say I should tell you that it's not at home. You see the heart of a baby. Drive a little child, say don't go to that children again, don't play with those children again. He will say, mommy, okay, no problem. Before 1 hour, you see the child playing with the little child. Until your heart, until you get to that level where you can keep some certain dimension of pride. When people begin to say, you know I be, if not, who you be, who you be, who you be. Kill those things. Because sometimes this life you see, the timetable of life, the clock of life, there is a way the clock move. Somebody you think that can never become anything, within 6 months things can change for that person. And that is why the Bible says in Isaiah, it says when the Lord shall, Psalm 126 verse 1, he said when the Lord shall turn again the captivity of Zion. They were like them that dreamt, which means nobody could even believe whether this kind of thing could happen. What I'm actually trying to say, I pleaded. I told the woman, sorry, it's not actual. But I did not bring the offense. I always say I sent somebody. He said the person was there. I expected the person to say, Papa sent me. What would the person do? Carry the cooler of what? Of food. It's a sign of honor. It's not that I really need. If you know me very well, I don't eat. Yes. Just to show that, Papa, I honor you. I fed it. Somebody I sent. That's if you watch recently, I monitor everything by myself now. I'm telling you, everything I monitor it. Even it's prayer. Anytime I must go there. I must see it by myself. I don't send anybody again. I have learned from what? From experience. I was my in-law called me, he said, Pastor. He said, I've called you, did not pick. I said, sorry sir. He said, good man. When I wanted to get married, he assisted me very well. Do you see it's very good to do good now? If he no help me, if he call me like that, I no pick a call like that. He assisted me very well. When they told me cow, I said I can't afford it. Some of you know your challenge if you want to get married. Even when you don't have money, you go and borrow money. You will do wedding as if you have done marriage, that you will not spend money inside marriage again. I said I can't buy car. It's not that I can't afford car, but I know that wedding is one day, but marriage is a what? It's a life. I was preparing for the wedding, for the marriage. He said, don't worry, bring any amount you have, I'll complete it. I said, God will bless you. In my mind, he said, okay, which kind of water? I said, some people pure water, some bottled water. He said, no, bottled water. I said, okay, which means you will do something there. He said, bottled water, I'll try. I said, God will bless you, sir. Your ministry will go forward. You see, as he called me, I said, I honored him, only to him now, based on that thing he did to me. Till now, I still honored him. As he beat down courses, they look for her. They were telling me amount of her in Lekki, 60, 600,000, 1 billion, 400,000. The least we got was 300, but very small. One of the brothers said, why can't you use a bigger one? You're a man of God. I called the pastor. I said, sir, that your church, they built it very well. Now, can't we use it inside the church? Can't we use it inside the church? He said, you like it? I said, very well. I love it. Not like I like it. I love it. Let us use it. Can I shock you? The evidence of what you see as wedding is not done in the wedding day. Is done during the process of what? Marriage. That is where the evidence is. You have cast everywhere. To take in is a problem. You are scattered everywhere. You got home, it's quarrel, both of you are not quarreling. The man said, do you know how much I spent? Do you know how you have put me in debt? Who sent you to go and do it? You send yourself. All those things I told you, it's not that I can't afford it at that time. I can't. But child of God, anything you do under pressure, kill it. Don't ever do things under pressure. Because take note, write what I want to say. Anything you do under pressure, you must make mistake. Always, people should not put you under pressure to do things. Tell the person, give me what? Give me time. Anything you do under pressure, I repeat it again, you must make what? Mistake. and you end up regretting it. Take your time. I prayed for you. If I hear your amen, grace will rest on you. Grace will rest on you. Grace will rest on you. Number 3. The same Genesis 27 verse 29.
He said, you shall become.
Genesis 27:29. See partner.
He said, you shall become Lord
over your word, your brethren. Which means number 3, your brother shall see you as God. You know what it means to see as God? Anything they want, they come to you. Anytime they want help, they come to you. I would love to pray that prayer for somebody here. Anytime they are in need, they come to you. Anytime they want anything, they come to you. I declare this prayer over the life of 100 persons.
After now, after this service, after this section, the grace of your brothers and sisters to see you as God, that they will see you as God. Anytime they want to meet God, you will be the physical God that they will meet. Anytime they need God, you will be the physical God they can contact. If I hear your amen, may that grace rest on you. The grace of your brethren, your brothers and sisters to see you as God. They will ask for help for, they will ask for assistance for, they will ask for support for. From these days, I declare the grace rest on you. You may not know how it will happen, but by the grace of God upon my life, it will happen. It must happen. 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 Can I hear you in a louder?
Sit down. Number 5. Number 4. Take it very fast because of time.
Number 4.
He said, your father children shall bow before you. That is a special honor. Can I tell you the truth? You don't have choice. So there is a blessing that will come on a younger brother. You know, get choice, you will bow. Some of you saying, how can that be? Let me break it down. Just imagine your younger brother. You were living in one room. Some of you does not have one room. You were squatting with somebody. From nowhere, your younger brother just called you, carry you and entered a duplex, furnitured. As you entered, opened the door. The interior, everything was something else. He said, I completed this house with 60 million. The Lexus 350 outside, I bought it 8.5 million, 2012 or 13 model. Take the key. You will not know when you will buy down. You don't know. If you will not know, but you will bow down. Oh, my brother. Wait till I want to do for you. You see, that is why I said there is a dimension of blessing you will see. You will bow down. You don't have choice. There is a kind of honor God will give you. People don't have choice. Even brothers, father and mother, they will what? They will bow down. Let us assume you are given a position of a chairman in the local government, or you have given a position to become a speaker. Whether your parents like it or not, they will bow down. They will not know when they will bow down safe. Oh, my son, I greet you, my son. So say, mommy, stand up, stand up.
This message I decree over your life by the blessing from the soul of my heart. I said
Number five. The blessing from the soul of your spiritual father make you costless. This one is powerful. When I mean costless, cost does not work in your life. If you serve your spiritual father very well, you are serving here very well. If person say I cost you, tell and say me, they work. If he work. It's inside the scripture. He said anyone that costs you, automatically the cost go back. Which means you are costless. It is a risk for person to cost you. It is dangerous for anybody to voice out evil pronouncement over your life, because it will bounce back. Why? The blessing from the soul of your spiritual father. You just enjoy things that you don't merit. If I hear your amen 3 times, the grace will rest on you.
Number 6, he said, whosoever that bless you will be blessed.
Number 6, you become a manufacturer of blessing. You know what happens when people go to a manufacturer house? You know what they want to do there? People want to bless you. It's not that because of they want to bless you. They know that anytime they give you something, they get more than what they have given. Do I have that kind of grace? Do I have that kind of grace? Yes. Sometimes people want to just bless me, because anytime they do it, they get it. They get double. They get double.
Number 6.
Write number 6 very fast.
Your spiritual father blessing.
Your spiritual father make your blessing. Make your blessing not to be determined by age, but is determined by your spiritual father. Originally, who is supposed to be the first son? Esau. The second son is supposed to be what? Jacob. Who is supposed to carry the blessing? Esau. But because of the blessing, there was a turn around. Because originally the blessing was not meant for Esau. It was meant for what? For Jacob. Sorry to say, the mother did what was right. Because that was the prophecy. He said the younger one shall rule over what? Over the other one.
It make
you don't look at age there. You don't say, "Nami Signora." This is not age matter. This is not by who come church. This is not by I don't do that church. No. It's determined by your spiritual father. It's not determined by your age or by your time that you have been in that environment. No. If you just obey and do it, you get the blessing fast as never what? Before. It's so fast, it's so smooth, it's so sweet. I pray for you. If I hear your amen, this blessing will rest on you. Number what now? Number 8.
Your spiritual father blessing of the soul.
Your spiritual father blessing of the soul. Now it is not the determinant of your destiny blessing. It becomes the major determinant of your destiny blessing, which means if you don't have destiny before, it gives you destiny. If you don't know where you are going to before, it gives you what? Direction on where to go to. It becomes a major determinant to your destiny blessing. Child of God, the blessing by age is not supposed to come to who? To Jacob. But because of the father, he poured the blessing. And as the blessing comes, the blessing now determine what? The destiny. I prayed for you. I don't know whether they temper with your destiny. I don't know whether they temper with anything in your life. As I hear your amen, I determine that you will be great.
I have determined your destiny that you will be great. I have determined your destiny that your destiny will be restored. I have determine your destiny that what has not been working will begin to work. I determine your destiny that you will fulfill destiny. Can I hear the enemy louder?
Sit down. Number, just put number, the next number.
Your spiritual father blessing of the soul make you get
What you are supposed to get through labor from favor, which means you don't labor the labor again, you get it through what? Favor. Child of God, did Jacob labored? No, he was at home. Why the other one went to the bush? Why one was at home? The one that was at home did not even cook. The mother did the labor for him. He only presented it and collect the blessing. Can I pray for you? From today go, I stand as a prophet. I decree over your life, you will not labor. People will labor for you to enjoy favor.
As people have labored, you will be in the position to enjoy the favor. You will not labor. As people are laboring, you'll be in the position to enjoy favor. You'll be in the position to enjoy favor. Let them begin to labor, no problem. Let them begin to work, no problem. Let them begin to struggle, no problem. I say you'll be in the position to enjoy it. You'll be in the position to enjoy it. You'll be in the position to enjoy it. You will enjoy their labor. 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 If your aim is sound ladder, as they are laboring, you will be enjoying favor. As they are laboring, you will be enjoying favor. People will position people to labor for you. People will position people to labor for you. Can I hear the louder?
Sit down. There are people that don't build house with their money. People are there to do it for them. There are people that don't buy land. Somebody labor to buy it. There are people, they don't submit CV. They don't go for interview, but they will get a job. People just labor to do it for them.
From today up,
You will enjoy this auction. Number, put the next number.
your spiritual father blessing of the soul
Make your destiny become evidential and picture.
it make your spiritual father blessing of the soul make your
Destiny become what? Evidential and picture. People could not see your destiny. Child of God, whether you like it or not, if you want to count people that are blessed in the Bible, you must count Jacob. Am I saying the truth? It is the God of Isaac, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and what? And Jacob. He's supposed to be the God of Abraham, Isaac, and what? And Esau. But by the reason of the blessing, there was a change. It the blessing now make a man's destiny become evidence. Can I tell the truth? Anything that is evidential is not arguable. How do you want to argue evidence? If a woman is pregnant, it's an evidence. Am I saying the truth? You see it, you can't argue it. As she deliver, you know, you see some of the sign. The woman that have delivered, you see some of the sign. I prayed for you. After now, your destiny will become an evidence. It will become a picture that people look at you and say, you will go far. If I hear your amen, may this grace rest on you. The next number.
your spiritual father
Blessing of the soul. Make you enjoy the blessing. Make you enjoy the blessing that people will not feel that your spiritual father is partial. Is it happening in the church now? Yes. People will not say, Be like say Papa dey partial. No be me. Now that person Papa supposed to give. I know. If you look at the blessing that Isaac poured, it's supposed to come for who? For Esau. But don't forget, Esau did not prepare the vanishing. It is the person that prepared the vanishing that get what? The blessing. It is not by age, but who prepared the vanishing? Ask your neighbor, will you prepare the vanishing? That is the most important thing. Who prepared it is the person that can. It's not by saying I am senior, I confess, I've been in this church. No, it is who prepared it that get the blessing. That was why sometimes you are not careful. You may think it's partial. It's not partial. It's revelational. Simply like Papa partial. So person. They too they pray for them. No, it's not partial. You just need to catch the revelation and know that anytime people prepare vanishing, there is a blessing that comes that make people feel as if the servant of God or the prophet is what is partial over their issue. It's not partial. A man came in the midst of prophecy. My father and the Lord located the man. As my father, okay, let me use myself. The man that bought me the first car I drove. He said he entered the covenant with God. I don't know. Some of you can boldly say, yeah, I don't ask people for things. Am I saying the truth? If I ever come and pray for you, before I finish prayer, I leave. You did not call me now. God called me. He know how to take care of me. I prayed for him for some years. I did not ask. I did not know he entered the covenant. The first car we get, he will give it to a man of God. He bought a car for me. As he bought the car, look at the partial. As he bought the car, he got a breakthrough. In one day, he bought 4 cars. But you see, it's not easy to prepare that vanity for the man of God. You don't have a car, but you are buying for a man of God. That is how I said the vanity is what is hard. He has to go to the bush. It's hard. He bought 4. The next year, he bought another one. He was saying he will be changing the car for me every year. Can I pray for you? Anyone you will help that will close your door before your helpers. There are people you should not help. Oh. Sorry to say. Oh. There are people in this life you should not help them. They are enemies. If you help them, they will close door. Don't meet your helpers, spoil your name, spoil everything. I'm talking to you out of experience. A popular woman of God was doing well. She built a very big church, everything. She did it well. She was using lasers. Suddenly she died. After carrying out some research, they did autopsy. They discovered that they poisoned her. Autopsy. They discovered that they poisoned her. They have to trace the poison. Sorry to say. They discovered that it was the assistant pastor that poisoned her. Who I talk? Assistant pastor. Not all this my pastor. Assistant. I went to Warri some years ago to go and minister. I met a man of God that loved prayer. He saw a girl that was passing through a lot. He brought the girl. Please don't help people. Write what I want to say. Don't help people by emotion. Help them by divine leading. Emotion may lead you into sympathy later. Emotion may put you inside the pit. Help people by divine leading. Not say you see, I just feel. What are you feeling? Are you the only one that has feel? Can I shock you? In this life, there are people, they can use crocodile tears to show you emotion. It is their ministry. They know how to cry. It is natural. It's not hard. Just tell them cry. They can cry. But if you are not intelligent, as you see the tears, you will feel what? You feel bad. Find out whether that tears is real or not. Don't you see some people that have no video? It's not hard for them to cry. They are natural. They are like that. Just let them cry. They will cry. Child of God. The pastor took the girl, rented for the girl. He did everything and put the girl in the school and told the girl, now become my secretary so that you can be getting money there. Before you know, the pastor was poisoned. I'm telling you life. I know the story. I went to the church to preach. Trying to trace who poisoned the pastor. It was the girl he helped. The pastor left altar for more than a year and 8 months to help somebody. Anyone you want to help that will kill you. If I hear your amen, before they come close to you, they will not last in your life.
Before they come close to you, their evil intention will be exposed. Their evil assignment will be exposed. Can I hear your amen louder? 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 Can I hear your amen louder?
Please learn from experience. I learned from it. I told God, I said, Father, let me learn from people's experience. Don't give me my own experience. Because sometimes your own experience can finish you. You may not come out to even have the experience to share. I say, Father, let me learn from people's own. As I hear people's own, I begin to learn. As I hear, I begin to learn. As I hear, I begin to learn. As I hear, I begin to learn. Umokba was eating. Suddenly his body changed. As his body changed, trying to find out, he discovered that he just ate poison. You know, Mokba is one of the great prophets that this nation has. He has to pray. He vomited everything out, trying to find out who poisoned him. It was the person he employed that said he was suffering in the church as a cook in the house. And I said, please, let me advise you. If you're a woman, cook for your husband by your word, by yourself. If you get to the point that you now say you are very busy, you are a very foolish woman. I'm your pastor. I have right to say it. You are a very foolish woman. You now say you are very busy. You know my business, my this one. Your husband will not go and be cooking indomie. Your husband will not drink tea and bread. You don't get sense. Do you know why? One of the express road to the heart of a man is food. It's an express way. Men like food as never before. Now I say men all. I cannot tell the people that like food more is pastors. I don't want to mention some of my pastors to you. Can I tell you, sorry, with all humility, it's only even me I see as pastor if I go out that does not even like food. With all humility. Sometimes if I meet with some pastor, if they eat. We did fasting dry 6 to 6. As we were about to break, they asked me, I said, prepare anything. I don't choose if I go to program. They prepare something. The man did 6 to 6 with me. The man said they should bring banana first. He ate banana to open the stomach. Banana and granite. As he finished, he said they should bring tea. He knocked tea. Only evening. He said the rice they prepare for me, they should bring the rice. He knocked the rice. And I said they should do pounded yam. You see what he did? He ate morning food, afternoon food, evening food. Does not want shortage of ration. It is only me sometimes I'll just take only juice and meat. I'm done in the night. I'm done. Child of God, now the truth is, that's why I say I don't like. If I want to eat, I want the food to be what? To be good. How good it is. The first thing I focus on, is it a balanced diet? That's the first thing I focus on. Number 2, I focus on the taste. I focus on the taste. Now you should be the person that never you be busy to that point that somebody not cook for your husband. Never you be busy to the point that somebody is not the one serving your husband. It is wrong. It's wrong. Why did he marry you? What are you doing? Your primary assignment is not your job. Your primary assignment is not your business. Your primary assignment, number 1, is your husband first. Because without the husband, there is no children. After the husband, before the children. I prayed for you. If I hear your amen louder, may God deliver you from wrong people.
May heaven deliver you from wrong people.
Number what now? I'll stop in this last number because of time.
Your spiritual father, blessing of the soul,
make you overtake others in terms of blessing. Somebody shout overtake. I'll use this one to pray for you.
It make you what? Overtake.
Child of God, let them be going. Don't bother yourself. Let them go. Let them be running. Leave them. One thing is permitted. Somebody shout overtake. If you have this understanding, you will not have anybody. If somebody is getting married, you happy with the person. You know that marry overtaking his word is allowed. Somebody bought a car, you will not get angry. Some of you, because you lack the mentality of the blessing can come, as he come on you, you will overtake. You see what happened to the servant of God Elijah. Elisha overtook the chariot of Ahab. Understand that overtaking is allowed. Relax your mind. Let the person go. As people are building churches, do you see whether we are competing with anybody? No. Tell me you built 6 months. Glory be to God for you. Build your own. Tell me I just do within 8 months. Build your own. Glory be to God. Overtaking his word is allowed. Can I tell you one good thing about overtaking? If you overtake, you now become the latest and the best. That is one good thing. You become latest and the best. You know why? You look at mistake people has made. You pick from where their own is good. You add it to your own. You come out to be what? The best. Many of you building houses now, you discover that your house is better than your friend own. Am I saying the truth? Because you look at their own, you saw some things, you pick it. You went to pick things that you could not even see in their own. Many years ago, there was nothing like parapet. Am I saying the truth? Even when it was existing, it was not around this land. But suddenly it came out. People are building houses with parapet. If you have a house, you have not put parapet. If you want to put parapet, now it's a danger. I hate is reinforcing the house. I hate it. You will not break, be putting pillar, break. I hate it. There are things you don't pray for, so that you will not be at home one day. You just see something will collapse. You now start banding power from your father's house, only to you that it was a mistake. I prayed for you. If I hear your amen louder, by the grace of God upon my life, I don't know who has overtaken is ahead of you. As this blessing come on you 2021, if you can stand up and shout amen, you will overtake them. You did not hear me. I don't know who has bought the land that is mocking at you. I don't know who is mocking at you that grace is not working for you. I don't know who is mocking at you and say you have been praying, nothing has come out. I don't know who is mocking at you and say you have been fasting, nothing has come out. As this blessing come on you, you will overtake them. 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 I don't know is married that is mocking at you, telling you that you are not yet married. You have been in grace. They have been prophesying for you. I say you will overtake them this year. Financially this year you will overtake. Materially this year you will overtake. Spiritually this year you will overtake. You will overtake. If you believe it, shout I overtake. Shout I overtake. Shout I overtake. Shout I overtake. Sit down, celebrate Jesus. Are you blessed at all? Clap for Jesus. I started. Please understand something. It's not everything you pray to get. There are principles to get some things. And that is why if you look at one of the two sons of Oyedipo, Dr. Polyneche and David Ibiomie, you see they enjoy uncommon what? Uncommon blessing. Those are the men, sometimes if I see them in terms of prosperity, they challenge my faith. Yes, I only visit them in terms of prosperity. I just want them to stretch me. And that's why if I tell you sometimes, if anybody no country I can build that church, you'll be surprised. It's not that the money is there, but sometimes Bible says that just shall live by what? By faith. Because when I hear their vision sometimes, and if they tell how they have achieved it, the glory dome which Polyneche built, he said there was no money on ground, but God said they should start. David Ibiomie now is building 120-seater capacity. I said 120,000 so that you get it right. Seater capacity church. Oyedipo came from nowhere recently. He just started another project now. He's adding it to Canaan land. No, Canaan land is 50,000. He's building 106, which means he's building, if you combine the two together now, 156 capacity. 1,000 seater. As I look at these people, can I tell you the truth? All you need to do, the first step of success is to believe yourself. Do you know why some of you cannot succeed? You did not even believe yourself. If I say receive blessing, you say how? That is your biggest challenge. If I say you'll be great, you build houses, you say home. If I feel build one bungalow, one car, you don't do me. You don't even believe yourself. Some of these men, I visit them in those areas. I see their vision, it challenge me. I change my prayer points. And the way I think, it's hard for me to share my vision with people, because if I share it with you, people have shared my vision with, I have problem with all of them. You know why? Envy and jealousy. I don't share again. I just keep it for myself and pursue it. Some of the guests, I shared it with them when I was not yet married. They love me because of my vision. And that's why if you're a guy here, don't share your vision with any girl. There are guests, they only like your vision, they don't like you. As you tell them, a time will come, I'll dash cars. A time will come, I'll dash houses. A time will come, so boy, I need to be a part of this time. They will follow you by force. That's why you have to be extraordinarily careful how you share your vision and who you share your vision with. If you are with your tithes, can you come out? Celebrate Jesus one more time. If you are with your tithes, can you come out very fast? Please come out. Let us do everything very snappy. You know, I said we have second service. My proposal is that